Hello everyone, welcome back to HAL ERP Solutions. In this session, we will see how the HR department will perform its task using the HAL ERP. So there are three core modules in HAL ERP for HR department. That is core HR, time maintenance, and human resources. In core HR, the employee registration, then employee being assigned to the shift, and his entire information will be fed. Whereas in time maintenance, related to his time, shift management, and the leave request attendance will be recorded. In human resources, his payroll, representing the salaries, then generating the payroll on each month. Any advances or claims or deductions or overtime or bonus will be recorded. So these three modules will be used for these purposes in HAL ERP. Now let's start beginning with core HR employee master. Here you register a new employee. So just click on employee master. So once you click on employee master, a screen will appear where you can enter the new employee information. We also have streams, departments, and job positions. Streams here are nothing but the particular section of a company, like IT section, HR section. Again, that sections will have departments, like IT section will have a department of help desk or technical support or development team or server team. And again, that department will have job positions in that. Like for example, help desk department will have help desk technician or help desk support engineer or on-site support engineer, anything like this. So we can create those streams to departments and positions using this submodules. So right now we are in employee master where you can create an employee. So let's see how to create an employee. Click on create new. A form will open where you can fed the information of an employee. So let's enter the name of an employee. Like right now I'm entering one of the employee name as Haider Khan, and his gender, his date of birth, and whatever the date of birth is, like 01/01/20/01, or you can put like 1990, or you can select from the calendar here. Where I'm selecting one of the calendar, January and January 1. So 94, and he is married, his nationality is Indian, religion, whatever religion I'm like. Now he's an active employee. I can enter the mobile number like 055, anything number you can enter. And his personal email or official email also can be entered. You want to define his local address where he's staying, like 123, and PIN code in India, wherever he is, like you can just define and add the information. And his employee number can be added once he's a new employee. Right now I'm going to add like 4090. Employee type is regular, whether he's availing the company transportation or not. His previous qualifications related to his past experience can be entered here. His HAMA number is something like 23, and the expiry date when it's going to expire, the passport number, and the expiry date of passport or any other number can be entered here. Now, whether the employee belongs to company sponsorship or not, that information can be entered here. Now, the payment details, like whether his salary will be paid via cash or credit or online, can be selected and enter the IBAN number here. Now, the stream he belongs to, let's select he belongs to IT stream, and the department is help desk, and designation is like help desk technician. Now, who is his supervisor? You can assign a supervisor. You can filter it here by this ID or name, and you can enter the date of joining. Like he joined on 1st of August, and the date of confirmation was also on 1st of August. So click on add. Now the employee will be added. You can see a message. And if you want to view the information of an employee, you can view it from here. Now, as we have entered the employee details in employee master, now we need to assign the payroll packages to him. So what we'll do, we'll go to human resources to assign the payroll to him. But before Yeah. So click on create new to assign the payroll package to the respective employee. You can enter by ID or by name, like I'm entering 4090. The respective employee appears here. So his position has appeared, the package, and you can write anything in the memo and you can enter his salary like 4,000. And if there is any COSI or reduction which is fixed every month, that can be calculated based on the formulas. Right now we don't have anything, so we are just removing these amounts. So and his housing allowances will be like 1,000 real. If you want, you can add a formula also here saying basic. This is the basic, right? So write the same component code into 0.25 terms. So it will be automatically 1,000. And transportation allowances will be there if there is any transportation allowances. And you can click on add. So once you click on add, the data will be added successfully. And to view it, you can click on view, and his entire things will be input here. So the basic salary is calculated, everything, and the household allowance also the total. So now we have defined the employee payroll configuration. Now we will assign him the shift, on which shift he will be working in a company. So for that, we will go to core HR, and we will assign an employee shift management. Attendance policy setup will be done once during the company setup. So now we'll assign a shift management. You'll go to shift management, and now he's an on-site employee, so I'll assign him an on-site shift. So you can see here, this is the shift from which it has been initiated. Now these are shift timings, Friday and Saturday is off. Already one of the employee is assigned. I'm gonna click on add items and select the employee by ID or employee number or name 4090. I'm just clicking on this employee, clicking on add. This employee gets added. I'm clicking on save. So now this employee has been assigned the shift. So once the shift has been assigned, now you can assign the leave package for these employees. So just to give an idea from where you will define the payroll packages, first you will create a package. All right, like for IT department, for each section, for each description, for each job position, you can create a package. What components should appear there in that package? It will appear that you can define the salaries. So for each position or job position, you can define a package and you can create, and directly once you create a new employee, you can directly assign this package. Similarly, also you can do for the leave packages. You can create a leave package, like there will be 3 casual leaves, 5 medical leaves, and 30 days annual leave. Let's see here. You can see here there is 30 emergency leaves. We can set up here this as vacation leave. We can set up here vacation leave or description. Anything can be set up and click on save. So we can set up the leave packages. Now you have seen of how to assign an employee, create an employee. After employee is created, how to assign him the salaries. After salary, assigning him shift. Now we will assign him the leaves. So we can here go to human resource module, time maintenance module, and we'll assign him the leaves. Like how many leaves will be there him for a year that you can assign. You can click on create new. Basically, you can see the previously for all the remaining employees how many leaves are assigned. You can click on create new. Once you click on create new, the leave master screen will appear where you can select the package name, like official package I'm gonna select, and I can select the employee name, or I can select the master package, or I'll select the employee name by his name or by ID, just typing the ID, and the date of effective will be 0108, active yes. So this will be the casual leave and this will be the vacation leave. If you want to add items, you can add it from here, extra items. This is casual leave, vacation pay, loss of pay, emergency leave, anything that can be added from here. Click on add, all the things will be added. So this gentleman will have now 30 days of vacation and 6 casual leaves. in a month or year. Click on add. So this for him. Now the salary for the leave master has been assigned. Now let's mark an attendance for the employee. So now the month end has come. HR wants to mark an attendance for this employee. He was noticed that he was absent 2 days in a month, so he'll be marked as absent, and remaining days he was present. So here we'll go to employee attendance, and there we can see the previously assigned attendances. Here you need not mark the attendance for the all the employees who are present. We'll just mark the attendance for the employees who were absent. So we'll just click on create new. So once you click on create new, attendance screen will open where you can select an employee. So for the date which I'm marking, like I'm marking for 05/08/2019, on this day, how many employees were absent. So I'll just remove all. I'll click one item. I'll remove all the employees and I'll mark only for one employee, that is 4090. This gentleman, let's imagine he was absent on this date. We'll just click on add, and obviously it will be a loss of pay for him. So 1 day salary should be deducted from his salary. Now his attendance has been marked for a month. Now let's say he has requested some advance, or he has requested some advance amount, or he has requested some loan from the company. So you can record using this loan management or advance, and he has some claims that he has spent in his business trip, that he can claim it from here. Or if he has requested any salary advance, which can also be recorded here. Let's see one of the employee advance. How to record an employee advance. So we'll click on create new. We will select the employee 4090. Employee name has come. We record it like advance amount of 500. Reason, personal, anything reason can be mentioned. Amount approved, yes. Pay from which account you want to say, like I want to pay from the cash balance or from bank to bank. Date from which you're paying in the month of August, so you'll record it in 10th of August. You has requested for some advance, and you can record this here. So employee advance has been recorded. Now maybe there is some deduction or penalty on this employee. He has broke some company property, so you can use the adjustment screen to record any adjustment entries for the employees. This is the pay adjustment screen. You can see for all the previous employees there were some deductions or anything. Even overtime can also be recorded, or extra bonus can also be recorded using this screen. So let's click on create new. Once you click on create new, the adjustment screen will open, and you can select the employee by typing the name or by the ID. The rest information will be fetched from there. Now the pay component type, like you are paying him an penalty. Okay, the reason you can write this is deduction. And what is the penalty? Penalty is like 100 real. Reason is traffic violation. Date on which the traffic violation has been incurred is 11th of August. Approved, yes. You can select it as yes. Active, yes. And applied, and available, yes. So click on add. So this will be added as a penalty to this gentleman. If you're having multiple employees, so you can just click on bulk pay adjustment, and you can record this as bulk pay. Now this has been done. So you have performed the tasks of employee registration, employee payroll, or leave packages. Okay, attendance policy setup has been done. Then you have defined and marked the attendance of an employee. You have recorded an advance against this employee. Now what you will do is that you will run the payroll. But before running the payroll, you should run the attendance. So that attendance policy should take into consideration how many days he was absent or how many days he was coming late. All these things should be taken care. So what we'll do is that we'll go to attendance time and attendance module and we'll click on attendance policy run. So once we click on attendance policy run, we will click on create new, and we will select one start date. We are running for the month of August. So we are select for August, and end date will be 31st of August, and the run date will be 0108 or 318. The shift will be on-site shift employees. So click on add. Now the attendance policy will be run and taken into consideration. So once this policy is run, all the attendance will be calculated, how many hours he has worked overtime or not, whether he worked extra hours, based on this, whether he was present or not. So all these things will be taken into consideration, and his attendance will be calculated. So now you can go for human resource department and click on payroll, generate payroll. So once you click on generate payroll screen will appear in which you can see the previously generated payrolls are there, which are approved or not. So let's create a new one for this month of August. So I'm clicking for the month of August. You can just select the August month. Automatically the dates will appear on which date you are running. It can be any day that you're running. The payroll will be run for 30 days. Customer ID is nothing. So now generate payroll. You can list add the employees here for the payroll. But if any employee is going for vacation or he is resigning, then you can select here settlement. If he is going to leave the company, you can select settlement, or if he's going for annual vacation, you can select click on vacation and add that particular employee. So, but as of now, we'll be selecting general because we are calculating the salary of single employee for the month, or it is his monthly salary. So 4090 employee has been selected. I'm clicking on add. Now I'm clicking like pay from bank or undeposited cash, or like I'm selecting any bank. Some companies will accrue it, so you'll say from accrued account. Force run, nothing right now, just click on add. So once you click on add, the payroll of an employee will be generated and you can be able to see his payroll. Now you can go to payroll run details and you can see one of the employee. You can see here Haider Khan, technician. This is his pay and has been transferred to his account. You can see the payroll slip also. So this is his salary. There is a penalty on him for 100 real that has been deducted for him as a traffic violation. So this is his pay slip. And there is also 1 day loss of pay because he was absent for a day. So he earned 3867. So, but you may think that why housing allowance is not been deducted, because we have not set up this pay component, house rent allowance, to be deducted if a company based on the attendance. So whether an employee is present or not, his house rent allowances will be given to him. This is as per the company policy. If you want to deduct, you deduct. If you don't want to deduct, don't deduct. So 1 day loss of pay is there, and the penalty of 100 real is there. So this is the salary that this employee will receive for the month of August. Now, if an employee wants to go for a vacation, so he needs to have to request for a leave request management. So we can go, the HR can go to leave request management, and the previously requested leaves will be seen here, and you can click on create new. And once you click on create new, the leave request management screen will appear, and you can select the employee as set by typing or by ID, on which date he's applying, like he's applying for 31st of, like say July, and leave type will be vacation 1. So see, you can see here there are leaves available, 0 for him. But he wants to go like emergency leave, so you can select the emergency leave, but he's having a casual leave of 6. But as he is not entitled to emergency leave, he can go for loss of pay. Loss of pay is nothing, but he will not be entitled to any pay. So leave will be like he can go for 10 days of emergency leave from 01 September till 10th of September. Permitted leave to on 31st August. Visa expiry date, everything you can see here. The reasons will come here. Visa expiry is how many days or date for visa expiry. You can check. The reason is personal emergency leave. Include weekends or not, because it depends upon the totally on company policy whether to include weekends or not. Now the status is whether approved or rejected, whatever the status can be changed from here. Substitute employee, you want to record, you can record the substitute employee who is going to work for him. You can just select it from here. You can type the name, select the respective employee who will be responsible for his absence. So in this way, you can record his leave. Now, apart from that, you can also record his late request management, why he was late. The reason for his leave can be also be recorded here. Now, there are something which is very important for HR department to look for employee card expiry, like AHAMA expiry or contract expiry or passport expiry for the or license expiry for the department. So they can record all the employee card details in employee master that was shown previously, and they can trace it from here. What is the expiry date and what is the number, what is the employee when it's going to expire. You can see the status here, it's showing already expired. Let's see, we have entered for one of the employee 4090 today and see what is the status of this employee. I think we have not entered. Let's see, 4089, we have entered anything? No. But you can see the other employees, there are some information that we have entered and it's showing expired or active. So that's it. This is all for the HR module. Thank you, gentlemen.